Hello everybody and welcome back to Mid-Ohio for our final time. We are here at the second of two main events, and we have reversed the finishing order from the main events number one, and we're here now on the pole because he got last place in the last main event. He will start on the pole, William Duncan, alongside John Racer. In row 2, James Constantine, probably one of the most confident guys out here, because even though he got a bad finish, he will start in third, so not bad. We aren't going to go through the whole field, but we're going to talk about a few people. Zachary Fitzwater and Nick Pericles being two in specific, as these guys are huge threats for the championship, even though Pericles has been falling lately. This is a good place to start, and we'll see how they could fare. All three two-time winners are right in a row here. Philip Scott, Nick Pericles, and Aiden Shepard, they're all here. And so these guys are going to be lurking for a good finish here today. Looking back through the pack, other people we can see who could be big threats. I am going to keep my eye on Trek Tauger, who starts last, because he won the last main event, so that could be really intense as the command has just been given. Carson Bowers, Carson Bowers is a huge threat today because of his pit strategy. He was able to lead some laps, get some points for leading laps, but also he was able to get a decent middle finish. I mean, he's going to start near the middle as well. He may very well be the biggest threat for the overall. I'm not going to lie. But the points from leading those laps and leading laps do not count when it comes to the overall. It counts to your position. So it's just extra points for Carson Bowers for the future, because everyone's lining up getting ready to go for 15 more laps and probably about an hour and 20 minutes around here. We even see some CJ cars still up here. John Arndt's up here. John Arndt could be a huge threat for this finish. He's one of the people who can be fast, so we'll have to watch if John Arndt, with his teammate Nick Pericles not too far behind, we'll see if they're able to make it up through the pack and maybe get themselves on the top step of the podium. But they're coming down the hill now. It seems there's going to be no problems, so we probably will go green here. William Duncan, the replacement driver for Tyler Avery after his crash at Talladega. He's now up front. He has a chance to avenge the former driver of the 98 car. We'll have to see as they're coming through the final few sections. Probably the biggest person to watch, though, like I said, James Constantine starts third. He's been a big threat in the championship since Road America, and he still is. Now that he sits third, maybe he'll be able to capitalize on it, get a win. But the problem is, even if James Constantine wins, if Tyler Avery is able to get points, he'll beat him. Trek Tauger, sorry. If Trek Tauger is able to get into the points, he'll, no matter what, jump any one of these top 6 guys, because they don't have points. But coming to the start, by your main event, and our final start of Mid-Ohio, this special event, green flag is out at Mid-Ohio. Duncan into turn 1, he's got the jump, but Karanko's going to jump down Constantine. They're 3 wide behind, but they jump Torres. Torres gets pushed back. Contact back there with Delathov. But it seems it's going to be William Duncan going out to an early lead. As we look through the pack. Oh, Collins crashed. What happened to Collins? So let's see what happened as Collins would be coming in. I think it was Dan's server would give him a little bump, and he would go off into the pack. Bad luck for Collins. But if you look, Tauger started last, and he's already in a points position. Wow! He had to make a hell of a move. And Trent Tauger right now is in the position for the overall. So we could very well see a one-off driver win this event for Trailblazer. As he pushed another guy out of his way. That's Caldwell he just pushed out of his way. Oh, Dan Server and Delafob off the track, and now Tauger loses position because of it. That takes Tauger out of a points-paying position, and that may give Anderson, maybe. No, definitely Dion Scott. Dion Scott's definitely got that overall position. That'll give Team Flame Racing a spot, probably in Rank A, if they can get this done. I saw Hans Windhelm jump into the pits. Maybe some mechanical problems for Hans Windhelm. Bad luck for him. As that number 10 car for William Buck Motorsports, that car has not been performing amazingly lately. Ooh! Trouble. But they get it under control. Nice save. Oh, I don't know what that was between the teammates, but now Max Anderson's gonna bump down the inside. Max Anderson, which, if I'm correct, led a lap back in the main event 1 for his first time this season. Now he's looking to claw his way through the pack as Dion Scott's already made it up to 28th from second to last. Dion Scott on a mission. Scott Roush on a mission. Dodd especially on a mission. He's 23rd. Someone who I'm surprised hasn't moved at all, though. Carson Bauer still has actually dropped position since the start of this race. I thought he'd be a huge threat. What about Fitzwater? 8th. Fitzwater's on a move. He's trying to get to the front. Constantin is 3rd. No, he's 4th. He is 4th. Constantin 4th. Apparently Karenko got past him that last time around. Duncan still has the fastest lap on the track. Yeah, Duncan's got the fastest lap as we continue to search through. Dion Scott makes the move on Scott Roush. That should be for 25th. I believe as we stand right now, Dion Scott will be your overall winner if he can pull this off. We still got Trek Tower behind, 700 through the pack. But Team Flame Racing in an amazing position right now. As I do think that the overall may go to them. Now remember, it's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd on the overall will get money for their team. But overall, the winner of the overall gets, oh no, I'm saying overall a lot. But the winner of the overall will get $250,000 for their team. That's a lot of money for their team next season, but Dion Scott goes wide. Sacrificing more points, but his teammate there to capitalize. Maybe to go after Kyle Bichelia and help Dion. Because I know if anyone wants this money, it's Roush, and Roush may not be in as well of a position as Dion Scott, so he may try to help him a little bit up through here. Looking back through the pack, Dodd's been dropping back a lot since the start of this race. He started 5th, now he's down in like 20th. No, Dodd started near the back. He was 5th to last. Oh, Dodd may have the overall. Oh my! Wait, how? Dodd is on a mission. He's jumped from 31st to 20th in 4 laps. Dodd, right now as we stand, has the overall. I can almost guarantee it. Dion needs to run. Because if he doesn't, Dodd is going to take this overall. Like it's a piece of cake, like it's a walk in the park. He's 20th. Now he's got to chase after Finn Guy. Carson Bauer, where's 19th? Because it does not render 19th around here. Oh no, DeMax there. So Dodd's 19th, he's going after Finn Guy for 18th. If Dodd's able to win this race, that would be the biggest comeback ever, and that would, no matter what, give him the overall. Unless someone like Dion Scott is able to take second. Philip Scott's in the pits now. With Phillips gone in the pits, that gives Dodd another position. Where's Dodd? 17th. Oh my word. The rest of the team has got to be hearing about this, and they've got to be celebrating because Dodd is on his way. Because maybe Arndt could use a little help, and I think Dodd will be his help eventually. Where's Arndt? 6th. Arndt is trailing off the back of Epic Motorsports' James Constantine. Here's Kalen Fallon in 3rd, the one-off driver for Clever Haas, so it's good to see more one-off drivers up here, but it's William Duncan and John Racer who remain up front. Earned in points for them, not only for themselves, but for their team. Sadly, these guys pretty much have no chance in the overall since Dodd is 17th. But he's giving a valiant effort. Oh, Carson! Contact between Carson Bowers and Eric Monaco. Finn guy's gonna try the inside, not gonna work. Finn guy runs him wide. Dodd tried to make it 3 wide. Doesn't work. Dodd down the inside of Finn guy. This will be for 16th. No, Turbo's in the pits. This is for 15th. But Finn guy's going to take the spot back. As it seems, yep. Finn guy takes the spot back. And now Dodd needs to find another way around. Where's Dion? Dion Scott's the next one down with the biggest threat to win this. He's 23rd. So, with Dodd 17th and Dion 23rd, Dodd does have the overall right now. 5th and 17th would give him the overall, but I don't think he's done with Finn guy yet. We're only on lap 6, and Dodd is a man on a mission. We'll have to check back on Dodd later. Ooh, but I think he's under too much pressure now. Yes, he is. There goes Laughter. Stu Cole. There goes Michelia. Oh. Looks like his man on a mission thing might be over now. Nope, Finn guy runs wide. That should be the spot. No. Michelia's going to get on his inside, but it's not going to be enough. Same with the move Dodd tried on Finn guy before. It's just these 2 consecutive inside lines. You can't work the outside there. Now, Laughter Stuco makes up a few positions. He may not be in the best position for the overall, but he's still in a decent position to get it. If he can get it for Red Stallion, that'd be good. But Trainer, 10th, not bad for him. But cool, Fitzwater 8th. Arndt's got passed by Smith. So, now Smith's on a mission to get to Constantine, but not sure how long that's going to take. But William Duncan remains out front with a 2.0 second lead over Racer, who also has a 1.4 second lead over Fallon, who has a 2 second lead over Torres. So, the top 5 is pretty spread out, but then you get back to someone like Dodd, who's in a huge pack like this, and it gets pretty intense. Oh, Stu Cole tried something there on Monaco, and now Carson Bowers, he tried it on Carson, who went wide as well, doesn't get it done, and now he's under pressure from Finn guy, who we passed before. The 2 black and white cars now battling with each other. Dodd sitting behind, just relaxing. Dodd's also got help behind him from Eugene Ganax. I believe Eugene's just holding the people up behind to try to give Dodd a little bit of a gap so he doesn't have to worry about risky moves at the moment, because he's got his teammate. Steven Thompson may be a small threat for this overall, but he needs a lot more position than this, because Dodd is not far behind in 18th. But anyone runs wide in front of God, he's taking it. He'll take advantage of it and at least try. All the way up to Monaco. Oh, but the pressure on the Finn guy. This is intense. Only Carson Bowers runs wide. That's only going to be enough for maybe Sunoco to put a nose in there. Oh, but Dodd runs a little wide. But like I said, Eugene helped a little bit by holding everyone up before Bisceglia was able to get by again. But it seems that Finn guy got around Sunoco, so Finn guy's now trying to get up to the pack. We'll head back up to the pack to look at how far is that gap now. 2 seconds. It's basically another 2 seconds. And that's about a second. So these guys are still spread out a lot. Until this pit stop, I think we're just going to keep an eye on Dodd and Dion Scott, who is remaining down at about 23rd, 24th. Dion Scott needs to get a move on if he wants to beat Dodd, who's 18th. Where's a mistake going to be made out of someone ahead of Dodd, if that is going to be made? Or if Dodd makes a mistake from the pressure behind? That'll either make him give up a spot and maybe the overall, or gain a spot and get himself higher in the overall. Here comes Bisceglia, but I don't think he's got enough space. He's going to slip in right behind him. And Dodd goes wide. His teammate and Bisceglia go by. Oh, and Dodd's stuck. Dodd can't do this. Oh no, Eugene. I think Eugene might be letting him by. No, looks like Eugene... Yeah, alright. Looks like Eugene's gonna let his teammate by. Let Dodd get that position back. So Dodd can maybe head up to the front, because now that's another position Dodd just gave up. Sunoco on Finn guy. There's battle brews again. As Sunoco this time is going to be the one taking the position away. With that position forfeited, Dodd was 5th, Dion Scott was 2nd. Dodd's ahead by 1 spot. Dion Scott is able to get 1 spot, or Dodd loses 1 spot. They should be tied. That's what I'm pretty sure of. I don't have the results right in front of me, but if I'm correct, if Dodd loses 1 position, or Dion gains 1 position, which he's doing now, I think that was the spot. Yes, it was. That's the spot he needed. Now they're tied. But no! There goes Dodd past Bisceglia, and he evens it out. Dodd takes it back. This overall battle is getting intense as Dion Scott needs that position back. He needs to get past his teammate. Because Dodd is capitalizing on what Dion Scott is doing. I'm surprised Tauger wasn't as big of a threat as I thought he would be. Karanko started at the front, he's back at the backs. Same about Pericles, somebody will hit, which is a very interesting thing. A lot of people are doing that. But it seems that Kalen Fallon's actually catching up to John Racer, because that gap has shortened a lot. But William Duncan is pretty much taking this away. He runs wide in that corner. What about these guys? Not as much for Racer, so Racer's going to catch a little bit. What about Dodd? Check back up on Dodd. What about these two? Will they run wide? A little bit, but Dodd runs really wide. With Bisceglia, Eugene DeMax down his inside. Eugene, not a risk taker. He had to back off there. But Dion, you need to jump in front of your teammate to even out the points. All Dion's got to do is get on the back of Dodd. If he gets on the back of Dodd, he's fine. He doesn't need to pass Dodd. If he just gets one position behind him, no matter what, Dodd can't win the overall, if Dion's able to do so. But right now, Dion's having a lot of trouble, and Dodd is running. But there's a pretty big gap up to Sunoco, which needs to lengthen that gap because Dion may start to close in on his teammate eventually. Checking back up here, we're about to start a pit cycle, so watch that. Ooh, Racer runs really wide. Everyone's running really wide. Arndt doesn't. Arndt's going to gain time on everybody. And Arndt's going to keep his line from there. He's not going to run wide. Meaning there's a lot of pressure on Constantine right now from the CJ car. Another CJ car being a threat here today. Travis Scott in the pits. Looks like a mechanical problem because I don't see damage on that car. Where is Dodd? Same spot as he was before, but Carson Bowers is in. This time he's trying an early stop. Interesting. Last time he stretched it, this time he's going in early. Huh. There may be some strategy involved here, but Dodd gets another spot, and Dion Scott gets another spot. Meaning they're still one position ahead in Dodd's favor. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just chilling right now. There's nothing really to talk about. Dodd's got this overall as of now. Dion Scott has caught his teammate. If Roush wants to let him by, if Roush is going to let him by, that'll give Dion Scott the overall, because the overall would go to the person who had a better first round performance. Unlike in any other situation, it'll go to either the person who has the better. It will go to the person who has the better first round performance. But Dion Scott just lost a position to Paul Jackson. That forfeits a position. That gives Dodd another point. Here comes Vance Caldwell. That gives Dodd another point. And right now, Dodd has the overall. Almost guarantee it. Arndt blew up the engine. Oh, Dodd's teammate. Dion Scott's going to come in and he's going to get puffed with smoke. Yeah, pull in your pit stall as soon as possible when that happens. With everyone coming in, and Dodd, this is not the first time we've seen Dodd do this. Dodd's your leader. So, out of nowhere, Dodd leads this race. When he got 5th in his last match. Dodd leads, but the overall right now goes to Trek Tauger. Because he's 4th. So as we stand, Trek Tauger should be your overall winner. But that is mainly because the other people in front of Tauger pit. There were some people in front that pit, giving Tauger a few more positions on Dodd. When they come in, Tauger will probably lose some of those positions once again. Yeah, because he's doing the same lines Dodd's doing. So I do think Dodd is still in the key position. If he wants to stay out again, that may help him a little bit. But he is going to come in. Yep. Dodd's in, Michelle's in, Caldwell's in, Tauger's in. Duncan's already here. So Duncan, easy. Way out front. There's Dodd's teammate, Nick Pericles. And here comes Dodd. We're gonna look. Where are we looking for? We're looking for Finn Guy. Watch for Finn Guy. Got him. He jumped Fin Guy and Stu Claw on that stop. He got them both. And Monaco. He got all of them. And Dion's buried. Yeah. Once again, we're back in this position because not only that, but Tauger's buried as well. Meaning, as we stand, once again, Dodd will be your overall winner. We sit in this exact position. Once again, Dodd is your overall winner right now. But we're only 16 laps into this, and anything can happen because we just got a radio communication that Dodd's starting to get worried because Arndt blew his engine. Because they all do have the same equipment. So if Arndt blew his engine and Dodd has the same equipment, there's no reason to disbelieve that maybe Dodd could have the same problem. So there's some worry in the CJ pit. Pericles hasn't put in that transmission yet, but Collins did as well. Collins is worried as well. But we haven't heard it from Pericles. Pericles seems to be staying calm. We'll catch you up if Pericles ever gets worried about that. I don't think he really is. Pericles does not seem to be worried about the whole Arndt engine situation, as it was an engine problem for Arndt. Yeah. We skipped ahead a little tiny bit, as it was a header failure. So yeah, the other guys need to watch for the header, and William Brock drops out. Oh, that's a points hit right in the gut. Oh, William Brock. He started near the rear end with Dodd and the others, I believe. And he actually had a pretty good... Yeah, he was 6th last time, so he actually was a threat to beat Dodd if he was able to get ahead of Dodd, but now he's out, so first threat down in the order. Once again, it's Dion Scott. It's Dion Scott again. What are you doing, Dion? Don't let your teammate by. Even though you're being a good sport to your teammate, you need the overall for your team. Here comes Vance Caldwell. Dion can't sit around and worry about his teammates. Because there goes Vance Caldwell. He's got the spot. That's another point for Dodd. Dodd's got this right now by a long shot. By a whole lot of points. Dodd's got the overall. They need something to change, because Dodd is stretching his pit stops like Carson Bowers was. And we remember how many spots Carson Bowers was able to gain in main event 1 because of it. And Dodd might actually win this main event. And if he does, he will go 5-1. Not only will he win the overall, get the money for his team, but he will he's pretty much dragged himself out of last in points now. But he'll drag himself up through the points. He may get into top 25 in this one, like this. His performance is incredible right now, and Dodd is putting up such an amazing effort to get this overall for CJ Racing. Because if CJ Racing is able to get this overall, they sit last in the Constructors. If they're able to get this overall and get the $250,000, it'll accelerate them to at least a rank B team. Because that's $250,000 plus the winnings, the normal winnings you get for getting this high up in a race. So Dodd is earning a lot of money for his team right now. Everyone is. Pericles is earning some money. Collins, even though these guys are in the back, they're earning money for their team. The only driver that isn't earning money for his team is Arndt. Arndt had some bad luck with engine problems in the second one after having some bad luck with crashes and pits in the first one. Arndt's just had a bad day overall, but Dodd is having an absolutely tremendous day. As he gets a better line than Aiden Shepard, he's going to start to catch Aiden Shepard. If he can get the spot on Aiden Shepard, That'll be 12. And Dodd is going to take another point. You can't even see the guys back here anymore. Here's Dion. This is where Dion is. Way back in 22nd. Here's Talger, 24th. Letting his teammate go. What are you guys doing? Anderson, 27th. Philip Scott, 32nd. All the big threats are gone. And Dodd is leaving everyone in the dust. And right now, by a lot, Dodd has this. But it's only lap 20. We're only almost halfway through. We're not that far in this race. So, Dodd could have an engine problem. This race could very well come to an end just like that. But, as of now, Dodd is dominating. But that's only as of now. Anything can happen. We all know that. We're going to go look. What's the gap now? It's 5 seconds up to Duncan. Wow. Duncan right now may just win this race. Because it's 5 seconds back to Bracer. Then about 3/4 of a second back to Fallon. Then 3 more seconds back to Torres. So like I said, this whole front pack is split up. Completely. As the more and more you get back, the more and more you see this pack starts to scrunch up and get tighter and tighter. All the way back to Collins, and then it starts to widen out again. But the two people, 3 basically, the 3 big threats for this race I thought would be Dion Scott, David Delafave, and Trek Tauger are stuck in that pack. They're stuck in that really tight pack. But Dodd, he's fine. He's perfect. Everything's going great for Dodd. For now. We've seen things where anything can happen, and it especially showed in that first 2 heats, as we thought one person was going to win, and then another person took it. And that just caused the whole order for the first heat to be weird and mixed up, and Caldwell got the pole because of it. So, we don't know what can happen here, as I saw some debris, so maybe there was some contact up ahead. But Josh Traynor just moved his way into 7th. I think that was what it was. I think he made some contact with Bakula, but Josh Traynor is a man on a mission as well. He sits 7th. Not bad for Josh Traynor. But like I said, he's not in a position for the overall because of Dodd. No one else is in any close position for the overall because of Dodd, sitting in 13. So, right now, I cannot believe how well of a start he got. A few people got amazing starts. Dion Scott got an amazing start, but he's dropped. He's up in 21st now, so I guess he's gained a few positions, but so was his teammate, Roush. Roush has gained a few positions as well. Roush got, like, 4th? If I'm correct. Alright, I was wrong. Roush got 9th in the first main, so he's not in a position. But someone who is in a position who could take this is Caldwell, who got 3rd. So Caldwell needs to be 2 positions off. Right now, Caldwell should be 2nd in the overall, behind Dodd. He would need to be 15th right now, meaning he's got to get past Monaco, Bowers, and Jackson. That would tie him. Then he would have to get past, no, that would give him the spot, I believe. No, he would. He would have to get past the Finn guy, and he would take the position. So, for Vance Caldwell to take the overall, it's the same situation as Dion. He just needs to be in the position behind him, and he will take the overall. But here we go again, Dodd. Looks like Thompson's going to do the same thing he did last race. He stretches as well. Avery's in, so that's going to give Dodd a few more positions. This is Fallon first, Smith second, Bakula third, Thompson fourth, Dodd fifth. Right now, as we stand, Caldwell ties. Yeah, as we stand, Caldwell would tie Dodd. And it would go to the person with the better performance in round one, which would be Caldwell. So Caldwell right now is the overall. But that's because of the pit cycle. As long as Dodd just keeps doing what he's doing, it will be the same thing that happened to Towler. Dodd will go out of the pits, struggle a little bit. Caldwell will get out of the pits in a giant pack. And he'll lose a lot of position. And that'll cause Dodd to get back to the overall position. It's the same thing that happened before. As long as Dodd just calms down and just stays consistent, he'll be fine. Fallon's in the pits. Smith's in the pits. Dodd could choose to stay out now. Bakula's in. And Dodd stays. Alright, there we go. He's doing it again. Or he stretches it and everyone else doesn't. No one else is stretching it right now. No, Bishelia and Dion stretching it. Right now, as we stand, Dion has the overall, I believe. No, he doesn't. Because right now, Dodd would go first, fifth. He would go second, fourth. Meaning overall, they're tied. 6-6. You add up their two positions. So right now, it's 6-6 because it's a 5-1 and a 2-4. Meaning, as we stand right now, they're tied in points, but Dodd has a big gap. Dodd can just relax. Like I said, Dodd can just relax, get the laps in, count them down, because we're coming down to 20 laps to go. And Dodd is in a key position. Yeah, he runs wide in that corner a lot, but he's got no one even close. Dion's stuck in lap traffic. Well, not really lap traffic, but he's stuck in traffic. Oh, this may not be good for Duncan. So now he's got Bishelia right behind him. What about Dodd? Dodd stays again! Oh, Dodd, you are being really risky right now. But this could work out so well. And Bishelia stays too. So it's only Bishelia? Oh, no, Karanko. Karanko did the same thing as before. He's been doing this too. But other than that, it's Pericles who short pit, so he's still got a few laps before he actually needs to come in. But Dodd is running away. He's got an 11-second gap over the leader. That's not going to be enough to jump him. Not by a long... That's going to be by a long shot. Duncan's going to get him, but I think he should get around maybe Trainer. I know he's going to beat Thin Guy. And he's probably going to beat Shepard. Maybe even Baskinger. He's got a few people he could jump. Because he was 13th before he came in. He could be 13th coming out. Or he could jump someone like Fitzwater and easily take this away. But I think he's about to come in. Unless he wants to stay out again. But no, Dodd is in. Finally, Dodd is in. So now we look. There's Duncan. Like I said, Duncan will grab it by a long shot. No chance in hell Dodd's going to be in 90 minutes. Even if he got a dash of fuel and went. If I was Dodd, I would do exactly what he's doing now. 4 tires and fuel. That way he could get out on track and do what he's doing best. You don't even see Finguy in the long. Oh! Baskinger and oh! There was a huge wreck that I missed! What happened to these guys? As it would all start with Sebastian Torres. I don't even know what happened yet, but apparently it started with Sebastian Torres. Oh, just contact. And I think the others just ran into him. I think that's all that happened. Oh! Oh! That car just melted in the guardrail. Luckily, we already have news that Fitzwater did get out. Everyone got out of their cars. That was scary, though. Little scary, but we have confirmation that everyone got out okay. Everyone walked to the medical center. And everyone's fine, so we're good. And Dodd just got more points. Dodd just got more points. No one wants to hear those words. Dodd just got more points. Wow. Dion had an incident. What happened? Did he just get stocked up? Because, Caldwell would try to get... everyone's just starting to hit it. Everyone's trying to dodge all this. And this keeps happening. And that's more people out of the race. This is something we never thought we would see. And that's more point contenders. I don't know what's happening. Here's Duncan, though. Duncan remains out front. He doesn't care about what's going on with all of that. Holy. Here's all the people who dropped. Travis Scott, well, those are the original people. But we got Max Anderson, Kyle Collins, Eugene DeMax, Scott Roush, Laughter Stu Cole, David Delafav, Dion Scott, Paul Jackson, Aiden Shepard, Steven Thompson, Tommy Turbo, Eric Monaco, Zachary Fitzwater. Oh my word! Jake Baskinger. All of them dropped. And you know who's loving this? Chris Dodd. But yeah, they were just all trying to avoid the wreck, and when they tried to avoid the wreck, they all just stacked up into that wall. They hit the wall, went into the pack. Everyone just got collected because no one knew how to dodge. Dodge, get it, like it. I'm not just that. No one knows how to dodge a wreck, and because of that, God is gonna win. Actually, yeah, Dodd is gonna win. No points contenders are left. They all got collected in there. No contenders, because Caldwell's a lap down. And a lot of damage. He's 17th. Dodd's 9th. That's it. Unless Dodd blows his engine. Dodd will have to blow his engine to lose this. And even if he blows his engine, right now, as we stand, if he blew his engine, he would still get second. Dodd will earn money for his team, no matter what, as we stand, because of that giant stack up. No matter what, Dodd will earn at least $125,000 for his team. And just, I already hear some eruption in the CJ pit. Oh yeah, they're already starting to celebrate. There's nothing Caldwell can do. Unless he wants to take a penalty. But if you do wreck Subway, if Caldwell were to wreck Dodd intentionally, that would cause Caldwell points because that would get him, they would force him out of a money position. He would not get the money and then the position would go back to Dodd. So right now Caldwell can't do anything. Caldwell's just got to sit there, drive, do laps, work it well, and just relax. Get the laps done. Because there's nothing he can do about Dodd. He's just got to let Dodd go and hope his engine blows. Kudos to Chris Dodd right now. Oh yeah, it's the same situation for Truck Talger. Talger's got to hope too. Right now, Talger is actually ahead of Caldwell. But Talger needs to be 12th or 11th. I don't know which, but as we stand, he's 16th. He's still got 4 spots to make up, and where are those spots? 15th, 14th, 13th, and then 12th is another lap ahead of him. Up here, the hula. So, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing they can do but sit back at home. So yeah, Dodd is at least bringing home $50,000. Sorry. He's at least bringing home $50,000. Because of Trek Gallagher and Vince Caldwell. If his engine blows, he will earn $50,000. If his engine does not blow, he will earn $250,000. Like I said, it's between him and his engine, and between him and Trek Gallagher. So, kudos to Chris Dodd. I believe I've already said that, but kudos to Chris Dodd. Magnificent performance. And oh my. Looks like the race for the win is not over either, because Caleb Fallon is closing that gap. At least one main series driver needs a win in the Mid-Ohio race. Finguy, kudos to Finguy as well. Finguy's hung on to the back of Dodd for a long time, even through all this chaos, even through all the crashes and through the pit stops. Finguy's always hung on to the back of Dodd. He's always been the position behind him, and Finguy's still here, 9th, and Dodd is 8th. Good job out of Finguy. He's going to pull away at 9th today, and that'll give him some more points for his own championship, because I don't think he has a chance. Yeah, he doesn't have a chance whatsoever to get the money for his team. He doesn't. But at least he has a chance at some good points. Same with Carson Bowers. Carson Bowers has had another absolutely amazing performance. He's another person who's had that kind of performance. Carson Bowers got what, 18th? No, he got like 16th in his heat. In his heat. In the first main, he got like 16th, 15th. He's now 10th. Great performance. He'll be like 4th or 5th in the overall. And you can't be mad at that. Even though he won't get money, 5th in the overall is still an amazing performance, as the laps are now ticking down, as we're not really talking about any action anymore. We're honestly just talking here about where this is going, where we're going, what's going to happen, because this championship is closing down, and with William Brock crashing out of the second race, this opens up a whole field of opportunity for a lot of people, especially James Constantin. This opens up a giant possibility that James Constantin will take this points lead, because in that wreck, Aiden Shepard and Scott Roush got involved. If I'm correct, Aiden Shepard and Scott Roush both got involved in that wreck. Yeah. Because they aren't on the list on the top. So they're, 25th for Shepard and 30th for Roush, because they don't know how to rig a wreck. Now we're coming in for our last pit cycle. Gives Fallon the lead for the time being. And Dodd's just going to stretch it a little longer and do what he did before, jump up maybe a few positions here and there. He might pass Torres and Constantin before they get to this race. He may actually end up where he finished before. Think about that. Going 5-5, having an overall finish of 10. Beautiful! If you need an overall finish of 10. There's no points contenders in the top 10. That would be amazing for Chris Dodd, and it would give him a lot of hope in this championship, because it'll help him keep himself, not only, it won't just keep himself in contention, it's going to gain a lot of points on the points leader. With Brock having bad luck, with Fitzwater having his bad luck, Fitzwater had horrible luck today. He never got into the top 20 in either main event. Brock did. He got like, I don't remember, he got like 7th or 8th in the first game, but he got 35th in the second game. That's not good. Dodd, he's going 5-5. If he can get a 5-5, that would be amazing. Like I said, that would be absolutely incredible. Because I believe we still have Fallon up here. Fallon, Smith, and Dodd are the only three who stayed out, right? Nope. Finn Guy. Finn Guy's sticking with Dodd. It seems that Finn Guy's been doing what Dodd's doing. He's just following this pattern, and because of that, Finn Guy's hot through the pack as well. Because he's just been doing what Dodd's doing. When he followed Dodd and went in when Dodd went, he wasn't able to go in when Dodd went in because he hit early, and he's had to come in earlier. But now he's trying to stretch it, and he's gaining position because he's following Dodd. And honestly, that's a good strategy. If someone's ahead of you coming through the pack, follow them. Do what they're doing. Because what they're doing is something right. Because Dodd is having, honestly, the best performance I think we've seen all season. And CJ Racing is about to sweep the double points races. CJ Racing is about to perform a double points race sweep with Pericles taking Las Vegas and Dodd taking Mid-Ohio. Wow, I can't believe I just realized that. It took me that long. And Smith stays out, Fallon comes in. Dodd stays out. Fallon comes in, yeah. Fallon pit earlier than, Finn Guy started on the first pit stop. He pitted earlier than Dodd, and that caused Dodd to get ahead of him, and then all that trouble caused, all that, and now Dodd's just having a follower here. Because Dodd did something right today. Purely, he did something perfect today. He executed this day, start to finish, beautifully. It's going to go probably 5-8 or 5-6. Dodd, if you want to stay out again, that might be good for you. And he is. All right. Interesting. Ooh. Dodd doing it again. He can't stretch it to the end. That's just not possible. But he can lead another lap. Because that's another thing. He's leading laps. If he can lead laps, that's more points for his championship. Right now, Duncan led the most laps. And Duncan's points, because of breaking the fourth wall here, because of the race point manager being kind of glitchy, you gotta give his points to Avery, but because Avery's actually out, it does count as Duncan. So, Duncan's going to help his championship a lot here. David Delacroix is not going to help Gerard Aron's championship because it still counts as Gerard Aron because Gerard Aron's coming back at round 17. So, just wait. Just wait for that. We'll see Gerard Aron back. That's going to be great. That's going to be great to see Gerard Aron back in that 99 car. No offense to Delacroix, but I miss Gerard Aron. But we're coming down to it. The laps are winding down as Chris Dodd has basically locked it up. Unless he has the same problem Arnott did, a header problem. This should be the lap. Yep. Dodd is in. Avery should take the position back. It's about 12 seconds. He'll be in his pit stall getting tires, and then you'll see Avery go by. This means that Dodd will not win the race, but... Oh, 2 tires! Oh! Dodd changing things up! I don't think he wants an 8th. He's coming with 2 tires. There's Trainer! What are you doing, Dodd? You're crazy! You're a madman! Oh, that was magnificent! That just changed things. A lot of things. He's gonna go 5-5. Because of the 2 tire stump. Because he pulled pit strategy. I guess Dodd didn't want to settle for 8th. I guess 8th is just not in his rule book. He wants 5th. And that's what he's gonna get unless he gets past Trainer, he may get 4th. I'm amazed. I am absolutely mesmerized by what God's thinking. But it was a good thought. It was a good thought to go with a tube tire stop because, yeah, he's running wide. Yeah, people are catching him. But even if Smith catches him, that's still 6th. He was going to get 8th. He's still gaining. He's now beaten Constantine, meaning he's going to gain points on everyone. Except for the select few. John Racer and William Duncan. Those are the only people he's not going to gain on in this race. But in overall of Mid-Ohio, God will gain points. A lot of them. On everyone. A 5th and a 5th. 2 top 5s in a row. I don't think Dodd had a single top 5 before this race. And now he's going to come out with... he came into Mid-Ohio with no top 5. He's going to come out with 2. I have nothing to say. Dodd has done everything he's needed to do today. He's been consistent. You've seen, he hasn't panicked. He hasn't been too eager to get past anyone. And he hasn't cared about his lines too much. He hasn't cared that, hey, maybe I ran a little too wide in that corner, like this. He does that a lot. But it seems like he doesn't care. It seems like he's not panicked when he does it. He stays calm. He keeps himself under control, and he gets the next corners perfect. God has run this day absolutely perfect. People would say not because he didn't get the win. That doesn't matter that he didn't get the win. He still ran this day as perfect as he could. From his starting position in the first main at 19th. No, it wasn't 19th, it was 18th. To claw his way to get 5th in that main. To come back in main number 2, 5th to last, 31st, and still get 5th. That is absolutely incredible. By Chris Dodd, he has 5 laps to go, and he will be crowned the Mid-Ohio champion. The first Mid-Ohio champion, last in points, will be the season 1 Mid-Ohio champion. But I don't think he's going to be last in points for long. Amazing. I am speechless. Trainer. Good job out of Josh Trainer. This debut performance, the training by Paul Jackson that he's gotten, helped him to get past Benoit Vergne in a semi to get into this main event. He used that experience to get a decent... He didn't get an amazing finish in the first main, but he was going to come away with a 4th here in main event 2. And as a rookie driver, someone who has never stepped in a Sunoco Elite Series car before this, he's got to be proud of himself here. Same with Truck Tauger. Truck Tauger, he's not going to walk away with the overall. 15th, he's not going to walk away with the overall. But still, to get his first career win in his first official start, he's got to be picked up. He's going to be picked up for a team next season. I can almost guarantee it. Truck Tauger put out such an amazing performance as well. Tauger probably expect later in the season when we get that new playlist running. Prepare yourself for Truck Tauger to get a ride on a good team, because Truck Tauger getting a first career win on a first career start is going to erupt some people. It's going to get some people out there looking for him, getting him for their teams. Because Tauger put up such an incredible performance, he's not going to walk away with the overall. That's very much true, but he can't be mad with that. Same with Vince Caldwell. Vince Caldwell is not going to walk away with the overall, but he's going to walk away with 3rd in the overall, which he is pretty high up in the points. He's top 10 in points. And Caldwell's going to gain a lot of points here today. And with Caldwell going, I believe he went 317. That's still not bad compared to what the other people have done. Like James Constantine, Yeah, Constantine's 7th right now, but Constantine's gone like 34th, 7th. That's not too good. That's not good compared to what we're seeing out of Caldwell, his teammate. And Caldwell's really putting up a good enough performance to keep himself in the running for this championship by a long shot. He's definitely going to be a huge threat for this championship now that Mid-Ohio is shaking things up. I knew before we came in here that the points would get turned on its head after this round, and that's exactly what's happened here. As everything is going to change with the points contenders losing the points. They're not going to be able to get a good amount of points out of today, and some of the littler people in a double points race getting this good of a performance, like Dodd. With Dodd earning $250,000 for his team and getting 2 top 5s in a row, Dodd may as well be a big threat for the championship if he can keep this up. He's going to have a lot of forward momentum going into the next round, and he could be a big threat for the championship. But there's 2 laps to go, and William Duncan is looking for his first career win at Mid-Ohio. I know I'm mainly just repeating myself, but all I'm saying is true. We can talk about a few other people. Torres coming away with an 8th place is good, because Torres started out his season decent, and he then started to drop off. With Torres coming away with an 8th place finish here, that's going to be good for his championship. We already mentioned Finn Guy. Finn Guy's started well in the championship as well, but he dropped off as time went on. But Finn Guy put up good performances here. I don't know his exact position, but I believe he got a top 20 in both. That's good. Who else can we talk about back here? Carson Bowers. Carson Bowers is going to walk away with a top 20 finish in both lanes as well. Amazing performance on Carson Bowers with the first main event. He had a good pit strategy. Didn't work out, but he's still going to walk away with a 13th place here, and I believe it was a 16th place in the first main. Dan Server as well. Dan Server, he's second to last in points, I believe. So, not only will this help Dodd, but it'll help Server. Server's going to walk away with a good performance. But 1 lap to go for William Duncan, the replacement driver for Tyler Avery, the person taking his points, the points that Avery fed to Duncan to help Duncan for his championship, and Duncan will use those points to his advantage here today. Kalen Fallon, he looks to be too far back. It's 3.2 seconds. Duncan will need to make a huge mistake. And Fallon will need to make perfect corners for Fallon to even catch to the back. Duncan just needs to stay smooth. He just needs to relax. He can make small mistakes in the next few corners. That doesn't matter. This race is sealed for William Duncan. Into the big corner, the one that everyone makes huge mistakes on, but he made a tiny one. It wasn't that big, and Fallon wasn't able to capitalize. And coming into the last few corners, the replacement driver for Tyler Avery is going to come around the final carousel and through the last corner, and William Duncan is going to win main event 2 for Mid-Ohio. And Chris Dodd with a 5th and a 5th. He's going to walk out of here from last in points to gaining a lot of points. And Chris Dodd wins the overall and takes the round of Mid-Ohio. And the round has finally come to an end. An hour and 15-minute race, and Dodd has confirmed the overall. He will take $250,000 for next season for CJ Racing, and that is an absolutely incredible performance out of Chris Dodd. Oh, it will be Dodd taking the overall. Talger will take second in the overall, will earn $125,000 for his team, and it was confirmed Vance Caldwell will come across the line, and he will take third in the overall. He will take away $50,000 for Epic Motorsports. Still, he can't be mad. That's still an extra $50,000 for his team for next season. They're already a rank B team, so this will help them in the future. Oh, what an event. This event worked out incredibly. We had plot twists, we had incredible battles, and we ended up crowning a champion. Chris Dodd is your champion at Mid-Ohio. Let's go look at your final finishing results. So it's William Duncan who won here today, who didn't win the overall, but still gets his first career win, with Kalen Fallon second in his first career start. Well, his second career start. Good job for Kalen Fallon. John Racer is going to be third, Josh Trainer fourth, and Chris Dodd, the overall winner, will be fifth. Zach Smith comes across sixth. Torres, good performance in seventh. Finguy, like I said, he stayed behind Dodd the whole race and followed his movements. He'll come across eighth. Michele will come across ninth, and Constantin will take away 10th. Amazing performance for the drivers out there today. Chris Dodd is your champion. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.